Hi, my name is Steve Lowe. I'm head teacher at the Oxfordshire Hospital School, and I wanted to take a moment just to talk you through the challenges that we've been experiencing just recently along our journey to select a new MIS for the school. I think it's important to note to start with the complexities of our organisation. We're a multi-site school, and with that, it brings a variety of different issues and challenges for us. Notably is the fact that we've got a variety of different timetable solutions that we need to find within each of the settings. It's very difficult to find those solutions when you're working across two different NHS trusts and providing outreach tuition in pupils' homes on a daily basis. So we have one relatively formal, structured timetable in one of our inpatient settings, another which is quite reactive and responsive, dependent on the needs of the young people that we're working with, their health, their treatment plans, and so on. And then the final one within outreach is very much dependent on young people's availability, our staff's availability. You have to factor in then, of course, then travel time to and from young people's homes as well. Some of our lessons take place online, which sometimes adds an additional tier of complexity to the process. So what did we do? Over time, we established the fact that our organisation was actually using our MIS more and more, and we were becoming far more information informed and data driven around the way in which our organisation worked on a day-to-day basis. And as a result of all of that, we established quite quickly actually that our current MIS was not up to the standards that we required of it. It couldn't do everything that we wanted it to do. We contacted the developers at the time and spoke to them about it, and they weren't in a position to make any additional changes. So we knew we had to change. So internally, we set up a working group to consider what we needed to do. We established some really clear guidelines around what our basic parameters were, what are our absolute needs. We thought about that very carefully and established that we really needed the flexibility around timetabling. That was a significant issue. Bottom line around safeguarding, of course, that we needed something that was going to offer us the detail and the information sharing that we needed around safeguarding as well. Teaching and learning records were also really important to us. The added benefit of having a parent portal was really helpful actually, and has been quite a significant time saver. The final element of it all was just around the performance and reliability of it. Again, another bottom line really for us on a day-to-day basis. So I then researched other hospital schools and alternative provisions within our own sector to see what they were using. We created from that a long list. I also did some research around what else was out there on the market at the moment that actually wasn't being used within the sector. That long list, then with a bit of extra research, transitioned into a short list. From there on then, we had some presentations from the various MIS providers that were on that short list, AIMS being one of those. And from there, really, the rest is a bit of history. We made a decision after very careful consideration that AIMS was going to be the provider that we were going to work with, even though they weren't particularly well established within the sector at the time. The work that we did with them and the flexibility that they offered, that the nature of the MIS at the time was just, it just felt so positive around what we felt that we could do and needed to do in terms of the next steps of our organisation. Then since being on board, the team at AIMS have just been so responsive. They understand us, they understand the sector. They've made changes, they've made developments, and the platform in the relatively short time that we've been working with them is so much more efficient than it actually was originally. We have regular contact with them. They're very, very helpful in terms of the communications that we have. And we're really excited to develop our relationship with them. Thanks very much.